I learned a new English words. 5 minutes later, I forgot it again. This way, my life, every single day, I would study English words, write them down, practice them, and then when I needed them, they were gone, disappeared, like they never existed. Maybe you know this feeling. You learn something today, tomorrow it's gone. You try so hard to remember, but your brain does not keep it, and you feel frustrated, disappointed, maybe even stupid. But you are not stupid. Your brain is not broken. I learned this the hard way. After years of forgetting, after feeling like I was wasting my time, what I discovered changed everything, not just about English, about learning itself. I remember one day very clearly. I was at work. My boss asked me a question in English. I knew the answer. I had the perfect word for it. I studied that word last week. I even used it in practice. But when I opened my mouth, the word was not there. I searched in my mind. Nothing. My boss waited. My colleagues waited. I felt my face turn red. I used simple words instead wrong words. Everyone looked confused. That night, I went home angry at myself, at my memory. I had spent so much time studying hours and hours, but when I needed those words, they left me. It happened everywhere. At the store, I forgot how to ask for what I needed. On the phone, I could not remember basic phrases in meetings. The words I learned disappeared when I was nervous. I tried everything. I made word lists, hundreds of words. I wrote them again and again. I used apps. I watched videos. I did exercises, but nothing stayed in my head. The worst part was my seeing other people. They seemed to remember everything so easily. They learned a word once and never forgot it. What was wrong with me? Why was my brain different? I started thinking maybe I was too old to learn. Maybe some people are just not good at languages. Maybe I should give up. But I didn't give up because I needed English for my job, for my future, for myself. One evening, I was watching a child play. She was maybe 4 years old. She was learning to ride a bicycle. She fell. She got up. She fell again. She got up again. She did not frustrated. She just kept trying. Each time she got a little better. And I realized something. She was not trying to ride perfectly. She was just riding, failing, learning, riding again. That is when it hit me. I was trying to remember everything perfectly all at once, like my brain was a storage box. Fill it up and close it. But that is not how memory works. I decided to try something different. Instead of learning many words, I chose 5 words, just 5 words. I actually needed every day. But I didn't just write them, I used them. I made sentences with them, real sentences about my life. I said them out loud. I used them when I talked to myself. I even used them wrong sometimes, and that was okay. The next day, I still remembered those 5 words, not because I have a good memory, but because I actually used them. They were not just words on paper, they were part of my day. So I kept doing this. 5 words, use them live with them, then 5 more. Slowly something changed. I was not trying to remember anymore. I was just using English. And when you use something every day, it stays with you. I learned that memory is not about studying harder. It is about connecting. When you connect a word to your life, to your feelings, to your experiences, your brain keeps it. I stopped making a long word list. Instead, I learned words I actually needed. Words for my job, words for my daily life, words for my meant something to me. I also learned that repetition is not about writing the same word 50 times. It is about using it in different ways. Say it, hear it, write it, think it. Use it in a sentence, use it in a conversation, even if you use it wrong. Another thing I discovered, teach it to someone. When you explain a word to another person, even in simple terms, your brain remembers it better because you are not just receiving information, you are using it. I also stopped being afraid of forgetting. Forgetting is normal, it's part of learning. When you forget and then remember again, your memory gets stronger. It is like exercise for your brain. The biggest lesson, be patient with yourself. You will not remember everything the first time, or the second time, or even the 10th time. And that is completely okay. What matters is that you keep using it, keep trying, keep living with the language. Today, I still forget words. Sometimes my memory is not perfect, but I do not panic anymore because I know that if I use a word enough, it will stay, and if it leaves, it will come back. If you struggle to remember what you learn in English, please know this: your brain is fine, your memory is fine. You just need to change how you learn. Stop trying to memorize everything, start using things. Connect words to your life, use them in real situations. Be patient, be consistent, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. You do not need a perfect memory, you just need to perfect practice a little every day with words that matter to you in ways that feel natural. Remember 5 words today, use them tomorrow, 5 more, and slowly your English will grow. Not because you memorized it, but because you lived it. Your brain is powerful. It just needs the right approach. Start small. Start today. Start with 5 words that you actually need. You can do this not because you have a good memory, but because you are willing to try. And that is everything.